Alright, I'm completely done with Twitter at this point. The situation is pretty much that Teddy Fresh, the merch that H3H3 designed the concept of and promoted on their channel, is officially cancelled. Now, you might be asking, well, why is it cancelled? Surely there's some brilliant justified reason and it's not Twitter going insane. Wrong! Alright, so this is the merch that got them quote-unquote cancelled. Now, we are going to do a little game here, alright? Comment down below. Pick option 1 if you think that it is cancelled because of a very legitimate concern about the ethical production of this. B, for a totally legitimate reason about the historical significance of that teddy bear. Or C, because people on Twitter want to get heated. Yes, you are correct. The reason is in fact C. Congratulations. If you guessed that, you get a prize or something, I don't know. You get a little teddy bear. Now we're going to delve a little bit deeper into the brilliant reasoning behind what makes this teddy bear such an issue. Well, it's not really the teddy bear, it's the words. It says, "I have crippling anxiety." And that is apparently the end of the world. We are now all going to fall off the edge of the flat earth and just hit whatever's underneath because, this has shook up the world so much. I legitimately couldn't think of why it would be an issue, and, I just started watching the H3H3 video. He was like, this is cancelled now. So I took to Twitter to try to figure out what the actual problem was. Why are you glamorizing mental illness? Having anxiety isn't something quirky, and people wearing it who don't suffer from it is almost belittling to people who actually struggle with anxiety disorders, people whose daily lives are actually interfered by anxiety. Alright, so let's break this one down. Glamorizing mental illness to begin with. I wouldn't say that he's glamorizing mental illness, he's simply bringing attention to it. It is something that you need to bring attention to. You can't just be like, it doesn't exist, Ignoring it is clearly not the solution. People who don't have it wearing it is an issue. I mean, I guess I could see that one. I mean, I guess so, but you can't really, tell people what to wear, right? Anyone can wear anything, and this is definitely not the only shirt that has something like that. But, yeah, that one's almost a fair point. That's the only thing that's almost a fair point. But then, once again, it's still bringing attention to it, and I don't really see how it's a huge, huge problem. But, I mean, I don't have anxiety, so I guess I can't talk about that. And then this person says, and people who actually have anxiety, except Ethan from H3H3 does already have anxiety. So, you just don't have a point there. I really like this response. Even the name is just here to trigger to people. The response is pretty much just saying that she sounds like the sort of person that self-diagnoses, and to be honest, possible. Alright, I mean, it was pretty bad so far, but surely it's going to get better, right? It can't just stay this consistently terrible. I mean, there's got to be at least one person in the entirety of Twitter that's not just trying to get pressed for clout and, be like, oh, it's H3H3, he's bad, he's the bad man, we don't like him. Okay, you're not Leafy. I'm not Leafy either, unfortunately. Please end my suffering. Never mind. Alright, so this moron says, we all need to talk about mental health, but using crippling as an adjective is super ableist. It perpetuates the idea that disability is less than and is not normal, even though 1 in 4 people will be disabled in their lives. Do better and listen to people's concerns. Right, really cruel. So, yeah, woohoo, politically active and all that. But, here's the funny thing, right? Crippling anxiety is actually a thing. It's different from normal anxiety. When it's crippling, it means that it interferes with your normal functioning. It's an actual term that is used commonly in language and can be used in medical diagnosis if it is interfering with your normal life, which in H3H3's case, it is. Although, to be fair to you, we did not really know this because he didn't talk about it much until this episode of the podcast. But in any case, crippling is not a horrible, mean thing to say. It's an actual term that's used. But yeah, go off, sis. Jesus Christ. Alright, this is the last tweet and it highlights the irony of the whole situation. This person says, why does every company think it's cute to market to the mentally ill? No one wants this. So first of all, are we not supposed to market to the mentally ill? That actually sounds worse than marketing to them. Second of all, no one wants this. That's just factually inaccurate. I mean, so is every company, but that's not the issue here. And the part where it gets really funny is that a person that actually does have anxiety goes, I want the heck out of this. And they use the word crippling. They use the word crippling. Oh my god. Jesus. It's just the people who are either not anxious and just want to be like the saviors of everyone, or people who are like self-diagnosed but in the way that it's like totally not true. Some people are self-diagnosed and it's probably actually legitimate, but there's such a high percentage of people that are self-diagnosed and just absolute like trying to make people pity them, and those are most of the people who are saying, oh boo-hoo, this post is terrible. So overall, if you think this shirt is a big issue, I mean, you're wrong, but go off. I couldn't care less. I am legitimately incapable of dealing with this level of stupidity at this point. So yeah, if you like this video, feel free to subscribe and leave a like as well, all that good stuff. I'm gonna buy this shirt, to be honest. I feel like I should buy it. And bye.